Hi besties, if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. If you're old here, hi, hello, welcome to you too. I'm Josephine and this is Biopicked, my monthly book club. It's a book club for mood readers and people who are curious about way too many things to ever stick to one genre. And I'm here to announce February's book club pick. And just as a teaser, I think it's going to be a vibe. I don't know, maybe a depressing vibe. But what do I know? I haven't read the book yet, so I don't actually know. Last month in January, we read My Friends by Fredrik Backman, a very gripping story of friendship and art and what it means to love someone when you're a bit broken. And if you want to join in the discussion on that, I did upload a video yesterday where I talked through my thoughts on the book as well as my love for the character Ted. Like, really, I love him. I really want to hear your thoughts and opinions. So feel free to head over to that video. I will leave a link in the description also, and spam as much as your heart desires. Like, I want to hear everything. However, let's move over to announcing our next buddy read because, oh my God, I'm so excited. And for February, I was like tapping into what am I in the mood for right now? And it felt very specific. First off, I wanted to read about women and I wanted to read something historical. And I wanted to read something where the blurb on the back literally says, this should be on everyone's book club list this fall. It's not fall, so that doesn't really even make sense. But I think we can read it in February, even though it does say that. And despite us being a little bit late to the game. February's book club pick is The Mad Wife by Megan Church. This is the book that we're going to read together. I hope you're excited. This is a psychological historical novel about identity and motherhood and the suffocating weight of societal expectations. So that's what I mean by it most likely being depressing. It follows this woman named Lulu in the 1950s who has spent the last 5 years molding herself into the perfect housewife, doing things like keeping her husband happy, her household running, and creating gelatin salads that's like the talk of the neighborhood. And she gives birth to her second child, and then that's where things really start to unravel. There's a new neighbor that moves in, and with that happening, Lulu becomes convinced that something much darker is hiding beneath that woman's constant smile. As her fixation grows, the line between truth and madness starts to blur, and people actually begin to question her sanity. They call it hysteria, but she starts to call it survival. The book on the back, it says it's being compared to The Bell Jar and The Hours, and it really feels like the kind of story that gives us a lot to talk about. This is what I've heard. Essentially about womanhood, mental health, and what happens when the life that you're supposed to want starts actually suffocating you. Obviously, I haven't read it yet, but I couldn't be more excited. I went to London over Christmas and I tried to find this and it was sold out everywhere. I think we could have some really great discussions. So please join me in reading this for the next month. And if you want to buddy read this with yours truly, I would be beyond excited and delighted for you to do so. Most of our discussions happen actually over on Fable. You can find a link in the description below. The book will be split up into its different chapters, and you can really talk about what you like and what you don't like as you are discovering it. You can also, if you don't have Fable, I understand there's a lot of book tracking apps out there. You can also join our weekly reading sprints here on YouTube, where we read this book together and where we chat about it and where we do productive things. You can literally do whatever you want during those. Hang out, discuss bagels. We tend to do that a lot because I end up always making them. You can find the live schedule under the live tab on this channel as well. And if live things aren't your vibe, you can also share your thoughts in the video essay that will go up on March 12th, because that will also be the final day for finishing the book together. So we have a full month now to really get into it. I am not quite sure why my mood is currently telling us to read like slightly depressing things, but that's just, I guess, what I'm like as a person. I think the fact that it was sold out when I was trying to get it before is maybe a good sign, or maybe it's a bad sign. I don't know. Please give me your conspiracy theories in the comments below and let's get to reading together. So exciting. Let's do it.